Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Another week, more coverage, more news, more stories for you. We were out last week. We had our bye week, as that's what you would like to call it. A little R&R. But again, we're back with more coverage for you guys. I hope you guys stayed up to date with our videos online. And we're here for another episode of DMV Gridiron. I'm your host, Mark Will Sanders.
And I'm your guy, Steve Harris.
Let's get right into it, guys.
Let's get it.
You know why Madden's so different this year? Field sim. It changes everything.
Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. We got another one.
Maryland 4A, let's go ahead and chop it up. Right now, Steve, we going into week 6 in there. That playoff race is definitely starting to shape up right now. Within the 4A, Steve, out of 30 teams, you got four teams right now undefeated.
Wow. 4 of them?
4.
Man, cream riders to the top.
Now, you got a couple teams right there in the middle of the road sitting there with one loss. A few teams made it 2. There's only 4 teams at the very bottom of the winners right now. Again, you got some programs already looking forward to next year. But right now, them 4 has been hot all season. Let's jump right into this countdown. Coming in number 1, you got them reigning state champions, the big Q-Roll Cougars.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let me tell you, Steve, these boys have been dominant again. We talked about it preseason. Again, I'll bring it up again. I made a mistake. I had them picked as my wild card team, but y'all clearly let me know week 1. I gotta sit back, close my mouth, and just watch the show. Respectfully. But yes, Steve, this team has been hot. Iverson Howard, we talked about him. We got the opportunity to talk with defense. We have the opportunity to speak with Coach Kelly. But of all the teams that we've covered, Steve, this is the only team so far that we've covered in the DMV, let that be known in the DMV right now, that has not been scored on.
Not scored on at all?
At all.
That's crazy.
Now, you told me the whole entire DMV, this is the only team that ain't been scored.
That's crazy. That's one heck of a program that they got. They're doing it like that.
That's speaking volumes. Hey,
Yeah.
Coach Kelly, keep up the work. The defensive coordinators, y'all are doing an excellent job. Coming in at number 2, Steve, gotta talk about them Wise Pumas, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
They last 4 games, big numbers. 67, nothing. 62, nothing. 45, nothing. 52, nothing. Last 4 games, straight shutouts.
Producers, I'm going to have to get a cursing button up here. Because they beat the...
Beat. Hey,
Yeah, I need all that.
But yeah, man, again, since their first game, going back and forth with North Point,
Yeah.
they've definitely got into it. Definitely got into a groove.
Yeah.
It's been very exciting to see. And again, every week they putting on a show.
Yeah, it sounds like they moving like a machine. You know, I got to get out there and see those guys play.
Definitely. Hey, we got a surprise for the viewers. Everybody just stay tuned now. Coming to number 3, we got them Jaguars from Flowers.
Yeah.
Now again, that defense at Flowers has been dominant all season. That front 4, if I'm correct, Steve, they've got 3 to 4 guys on that defensive line right there, standing at 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, yeah.
Dominating. When I tell you that D-line is in that backfield, putting pressure on that run game, and that quarterback there every single game, what more can you ask for? And to wrap it up, coming in number 4, coming out of Silver Spring, Maryland, we got them Blair Blazers and that big explosive arm of Kendall Anderson that's been lighting teams up all season.
Oh, yeah, you got a cannon?
Hey, he been dropping bombs, man, left and right again. They ain't seen nobody stop him. And this is the second team that I've seen that's run a lot of spread offense besides Dunbar and DC. So again, exciting team to see. Let's just jump right into last week's coverage. Of course, we got to start with the reigning state champion, Q-Roll Cougars. Now, they held host to those Screaming Eagles out of Seneca Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, on a cold night, rain, It's chilly, it's breezy. You know, you think it would be a tough game back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. I would assume so.
What more can you expect? They kept it busy as usual. 35-0.
Another one.
Another week, another W. Another great offensive showing. Another great defensive showing. What more can you ask for? Going into the second quarter, 41-yard bomb. Right to go into halftime, setting that score up 28-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see going into the half.
That's it. Coming out of halftime, third quarter, nothing too important besides a little muff pump. Recovered from it by some of the value. But going right into that fourth quarter, you know the boys right now.
Yeah.
Another 4-yard run by them Cougars. Again, another day, another win, 35 minutes.
Yeah, that's real solid. That's solid going up against the competition and the conditions, the elements that come out like that. You know, that's a solid program.
Again, this is football. Definitely the weather's changing. We're getting to that climate. Again, this is where we're going to really see what teams are made out of. Like you said, playing in those conditions, and again, playing up under that. Yeah, that's it. This Friday, they take a trip up to Richard Montgomery, take on the Rockets. Be an interesting matchup there as well. Hope you guys are ready. Again, train's coming your way. Now, Steve, we got to slide over to Silver Spring and talk about this matchup Friday.
All right, let's get it.
You have Blair taking on Blake Bengals. Again, great matchup coming in. One team being undefeated. One team coming in with one loss. What's to be expected besides the show? Now, first quarter was tight, Steve. That first touchdown pass actually came on the 4th and 15 yards out to the right corner from Quinn Stofa to Mikael Seeker. Tough catch in between two defenders to be exact. Caught it right there in the end zone.
That's solid. That's solid. Starting off the game, answering the call with the backs up against the wall. 4th and 15. Solid.
Then right after that, Steve, the Bengals got the ball right back in the very next possession, moved the ball downfield. Jeremiah Seekin, the very next possession got very interesting. The Bengals came right back and marched it down the field. Jeremiah Seekin bumped right through the trenches, right around everybody, and scampered for a 19-yard touchdown right to the left hash.
Wow, so he did it on the ground.
Right on the ground again. They answered right back to Blair. Again, that first quarter was back and forth with that little tackle.
Yeah.
Now, Steve, going to the second quarter, following a fumble recovery by the Bengals, Joey Fontoy steps up big and drops an 18-yard ball right to Jesse McKenzie.
Oh, man.
Right across the middle, McKenzie skirts right into the end zone, back at it. Bengals up 14-3. Excuse me. Bengals up 13-6. Right back into it.
And they came back showing heart. That's a big play. Coming across the middle like that, you know, that's dangerous. That pass has to be right on the dime.
Very next possession, Steve. Kendall Anderson steps in, right up under center. I believe he calls an audible right at the line. Because you see a few receivers moving. He drops back, snaps the ball. Instantly, he rolls right. Defender comes up, tries to grab him, mushes him down to the ground. Two defenders now chasing him to the sideline. I think he's going to run, stops for a brief second, winds up that arm and lets it go. 44-yard bomb to Avon Williams, who catches it, turns, and tiptoes in the end zone like it's nothing.
Oh, man, that sounds like a beautiful play. I wish I was there to see it.
Right back into the game. Blair is right back into the game again. That arm for Anderson has been making plays all season long.
Yeah, and if the coaching staff is giving Anderson the freedom like that, you know, they just imagine what they're seeing in practice. You know, and the work that he's putting in, you know, he has to definitely have some type of talent if they're giving him freedom, like to drop back like that and audible to play.
Again, that speaks volume not only on Anderson's play, but on the chemistry and the communication that he has with it offensive line. They're doing a great job of protecting him. But from there, it wasn't even over, Steve. Kendall Anderson, he wanted more, as usual. Snapped the ball from up in the center. Pockets collapsing around him. He steps up, moves to the right, drops a 22-yard bomb right at Jamal Roy, right in the center of the end zone. Untouched.
Man, beautiful.
Again, poise. With pressure all around you, speaks volume.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love the way he's calm in the pocket. Again, he's able to move around because he definitely can be mobile. But again, to stay there, again, everybody, the pocket passing around you, the defense coming in and make plays, you don't see it too often. And then to come back the next possession, Steve, Moore wasn't finished either. They went a wide receiver reverse. Anderson handed the ball for Moore. Moore came right off the end, broke one tackle, stepped over another, into the end zone, 19-yard run. Again, when they apply pressure, they apply pressure. They put their foot in the gas. They're not stopping scoring. They not. But again, I gotta talk about the highlight play. The highlight play of Mac just capped everything off.
So after all these plays we talked about, and you haven't even mentioned the highlight play yet.
I'm giving you highlights and highlights and highlights.
Let's get to it.
I gotta talk to you about the 73-yard interception return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quarterback tried to run around for the Bengals, come out to the outside. Of course, one of them D-backs snatched that thing out the air. 73 yards right down the sideline. Yeah. Had one person run it down, but called him right in the end zone. It was too late. Again, Blair, keep putting that work in. We love to see it. Every week, again, a new show. And I'm loving it every single week. Keep at it. Good job, coaching staff. And again, Kendall Anderson, we see you out here, man. This Friday, the Blazers will be traveling up to square off against the Rams in Rockville. Stay tuned for that. Again, more good footage coming. It's going to be a great game. Now, Steve, you know we got to talk about them Bulldogs out of Bulldog.
Talk nice to me.
Now, they squared off against Blair this past Saturday. 41-0. 41-0.
Spanking.
Now, again, as we've already talked about on a lot of these teams, but specifically the Bulldogs, if you give them the opportunity to run, they're going to run all over. If there ain't no pressure, they're going to run all over.
Yeah, what was the damage done?
You know how that backfield get down. Lonzo Pickett, 8 carries, 120 yards.
Ooh.
And you know I got to talk about Jesus Gomez. 92 yards right there. 8 carries. Again, that backfield is being dominant. 41-0. Now, if I'm correct, of course, Javon Sargent got himself. But there were a few other backs that got some running in too. If I'm correct, they tallied a total of 229 yards on the ground as a team.
Wow.
Again, if you let them run, they're going to run.
Shout out to the offensive line.
You know, that's one thing that Coach Parrish talked about. The teams that make the playoffs are teams that can run the ball. Now, you know, this was a great opportunity, again, for the Bulldogs to, you know, get ready going into the playoffs, going to the final week. So, again, with 4 games left, this was definitely a morale booster coming off that loss that they took last week.
Yep.
So, again, great way to bounce back against the Mustangs again, 41-0. So, moving forward, again, I want to see a lot more out of you guys. Keep up the good work. I know Coach Parrish is on you guys. A lot more football left to be played between those 4 games. This Saturday now, they got Illinois Roosevelt coming into town. So make sure you stay tuned for the highlights from that game as well. Now, everybody, what you've been waiting for. The main entree is here. Saturday, 2 p.m., Upper Marlboro. Be there early. You got Wise versus Flowers. You got Pumas versus Jaguars. What more can you ask for? 5-0. 5-0. After this game, they might only be 3 undefeated in the league. Could be 2. What we gonna see? Get there early, I'm telling you. Again, Wise has been putting up numbers. In the last 4 games, Steve, straight shutouts again. Portland Davis has been playing huge for those. That defensive line, those DBs have been putting in work all season. Again, them shutouts speak ball. But I can't go too crazy now because, again, Flowers over here, that D-line going to put pressure in that backfield. I got to give a shout out to their captain, Desmond Zulu. Again, he's going to let you know he's a big voice for the defense. He's going to let you know that he's here. Again, on top of that, that defensive line has got 3 to 4 players standing about 6'3". Again, they're going to let you know they're going to put pressure all day in that backfield. They coming aggressive and they coming angry and they coming fast.
They got to. That side, no, they got to let their presence be known.
Definitely. And again, them DBs out there playing too. So, It's going to be a very interesting game Saturday. Again, this is going to be primetime football. Again, you guys want to be there. You want to be there early. We're going to be there on site. Rain, sleet, or snow, we going to be there to get this football game in. Come say hey to us. And that's the wrap up for Maryland 4A. Again, stay tuned. Big weekend. Lots of football to see. Be there. That's it for this week, guys. Make sure you stay up to date on our social medias. We're posting new content every single day, new interviews, new players, new coaches, getting everybody's point of view from the DMV culture. Huge games going on this weekend. Friday night, we're going to be in Virginia. Saturday, we're in DC and we're also in Maryland. Make sure you stop by and see us because we'll definitely be on site. We'll snap a few pics with a few fans. Hey, but stay tuned for next week. Steve, tell them what we got for them.
Next week, we have the mid-season stat leaders for y'all. So be sure to check in next episode. Right here on SASM's DMV Gridiron.
I'm your host, Mark Will Sanders.
And I'm your guy, Steve Harris.
See you next week.
See you.